Alrighty then. Did it post? It posted. Amazing. Alrighty then. I was just making sure that everyone was ready before we got started, and we've already got some times on the board. Provisional poll is a 1 minute 5.049 set by GFO, who's racing for SCRL today. So let's go through the grid. SCRL, we've got GFO, we've got VE Boeing, we've got 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬. I'm just gonna call him Ver, it's easier. Don't want to mess up his name either. And Para. So Para, Ver, VE Boeing, and GFO are with SCRL, sorry about that. VGL, we've got Rip to Your Ankles, we've got George Tava, we've got Hagafrag, and we've got Sklav. ERS, we've got Pepjin, we'll call him, Nick, NPP, and that's it, those three. CFRL, we've got Jacob Hostad and BDA Southpaw. And ILRL, we've got Martin Green, F1 Lewis, and Rassam. So, yeah. We're just gonna get going with quali. There's a sprint race today, if you aren't aware. So we'll have plenty of action for you around the Red Bull Ring here today. And hope you guys enjoy it. It should be very entertaining race. In my opinion, Austria is the best track for league racing, and plenty of DRS zones, plenty of overtaking places that won't end in a collision, and got lots of talented drivers here today who are really ready to put everything on the line and push to their maximum here today. So I think F1 Lewis is on a lap. Yes, he is, and he's gone purple in the middle sector, so let's ride on board with him. The Inside Line Racing League driver finished P5 last time out in Silverstone. He's coming around the final corner now. He's going to go down the main straight, open the DRS, and he's up to P4 with the 1 minute 5.4. Sklav's also just started his lap. We're going to watch him. He's 8/10 down through the first sector there, and he locks a wheel going into turn 3. I think that he went on a lap before this, and this is his second lap. on these tires, because if you look at his battery, he's got quite a low battery level on 49%. In quali, that would be much higher, and he's well off the pace, 1.5 seconds. So no one else is on a lap. I think F1 Lewis is on his in lap. Yes, he is. So now we will go to Mr. Para, who's just started his lap. Oh, never mind. I think he's gonna go again because he's well off the pace. Yes, he is. So he did an extra outlap, maybe to warm up his tires, but we're riding on board with Para now. Takes turn 1 in 5th gear, opens the DRS, and gets on the power early. Just gonna read the comments real quick. Oh, my bad. He's gone purple to the first sector, Para has. Para has done really, really well so far. Getting into the top 10 in both Monaco and Silverstone, I believe. Top 5, actually, I think. Oh, I'm not Greek, so sorry, I don't know what that means. But we've got some 𝐞𝐸𝐸 fans in the chat, so I will be sure to go on board with 𝐞𝐸𝐸 later on in the session. And we're going down the main straight now with Para, and he's on pole position with 1 minute 4.653. Great lap from him. He's 4/10 up on P2 right now. Where is 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸? Ah, there he is, and he's on an outlap. Who's closest to the I can't tell because all the cars are blue, so I don't know who's closest to the line. Nick NW is out. I think what's his name? Oh yeah, he was on a lap, and he's gotten 1 minute 4.8 in P3. And now Ver has put on provisional pole for SCRL with a 1 minute 4.587. So SCRL 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 6th right now. And I believe they're also winning the Constructors' Championship as it stands. As somebody from VGL there lets Tava through and gives him a nice slipstream down that straight. Oh, 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸's on a lap now. It's right on board with 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. The only driver that hasn't set a lap yet. Raf Basket has joined. I think he's with ERS, and he will be the 4th driver with ERS today. Ooh, 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 must have wing damage. She looks a bit slow. So I think unless it's just a slow lap. Oh, and he goes invalid at the penultimate corner. That wasn't slow, actually. It looked like he had wing damage, but he puts a 1 minute 6.0, but he's gone invalid, like I said. So he will have to box and maybe get a new wing if he had slight damage, and go for another lap. Sklav is on a lap. The VGL driver currently in P9 with a 1 minute 5.486, and he's just barely off his time. 9/1000ths of a second stands in his way of improving here in qualifying, and he should have a few more laps to try and improve after this one. So if he can't improve here, then it's not the end of the world. And he improves by 1.9 tenths, putting him into P8, jumping F1 Lewis, who's also starting a lap, I believe. Yep, F1 Lewis starting another lap now. Gonna ride on board with the ILRL driver, who completely rides over that curve at turn 1, maximizing the track, maximizing the space that he's given on track. 36/1000ths off his time through turn 3 now. Let's see if he can improve on this lap. Got a car going slowly ahead of him. ILRL driver. Might have been a slipstream. It was Martin Green. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫 is off the pace. Martin Green isn't on a lap. And we'll go with ODD after this lap with F1 Lewis. They won't show me the sector time, but so we're gonna have to wait until he crosses the line. Oh, and he goes way wide. Doesn't invalidate. Oh, but he cuts the corner. I was gonna say didn't invalidate, but he cut the corner there at the final corner. And now it's down to ODD here. Let's see what he can do for CFRL. CFRL only have 2 drivers currently in the lobby, so it's crucial for their Constructors Championship. These guys need to get into the points today, and there's lots of opportunity for that because of the sprint. ODD improves to P9, the 1 minute 5.3. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 starting his lap now for ERS. This is his first race in the VGL eSports Speedkings World Championship. And I'm just going to see if the standings were updated, and if so, I will tell everyone. Purple through the first sector for 𝐞𝐒𝐻𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬. And currently a SCRL 1, 2, 3, and P5. So absolute masterclass from Super Close Racing League as it stands. And he goes invalid at the exit of turn 7 there. 𝐞𝐻𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 does. Rassam, 7/10 up on his time, improves to P13, 1 minute 5.894. His teammate Martin Green in P14. And F1 Lewis currently in P10. Is Raf Basket on a lap? He's in. Oh! Nearly spun there. I'm not sure what league he's representing because he's in a white car. There are no white cars on the grid. I think he's ERS. And ERS is the league that has the black cars. So just under 4 minutes left to go here in qualifying. The track's going to start ramping up. Everyone is in the pits, changing their tires, getting ready to start their final flying lap of the session to improve their grid slot as much as possible for the sprint race. Purple middle sector for Raf Basket here. So that just goes to show right there how much the track is improving, how high the evolution is. Here we go through the penultimate corner with Raf Basket. Through the final corner now. It's probably going to be his only flying lap of the session. And he puts it into P8 with a 1 minute 5.234. Solid lap from Raf Basket there. VE Boeing is 3/10 up on his time. And Martin said he improved. He must have been invalid because he did not improve his other lap time, which was a 1 minute 5.9, which is the one that still stands. So we're gonna go on board with 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 now. I think he's not on a lap. I think it was Boeing that was on a lap, but he's off the pace currently. So now we just need to wait for everyone to get out onto the track and start their laps. Hagafrag getting ready to give Tava a slipstream here. So good teamwork by the VGL drivers. Oh, and 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 is 10th.5 up here, going through the first sector. Oh, Para DNF'd last week. I made a mistake. I thought Para finished in the top 5, but he didn't. He finished 4th, I believe, in Monaco. 𝐿𝐸𝐞𝐸𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 was your winner in Silverstone last week. RTW Rock was your winner in Monaco. And 𝐿𝐸𝐸 improves his lap time and improves his position. He's up into P8 now, 1 minute 5.225. Who else is on a lap? Lots of drivers just starting their lap. 𝐸𝐸𝐵oeing's on a lap. He's just off his time, 43 thousandths. Let's ride on board with him now. Let's see if he can improve. He's currently P3. He's going to need about a 1.5 tenth gain to jump his teammate Para here. And he invalidates at the final corner and he's out of battery. So that will be it for 𝐸𝐸𝐵oeing here in qualifying. Southpaw is going slow. 𝐿𝐸𝐸 is off the pace. ODD just improved by the looks of things. And Martin Green's getting ready to start his final flying lap. Rassam's on a lap. He can improve up to P12 if he improves by 3 tenths. Let's see what Rassam's lap time is going to be here. He opens the DRS and drives down the main straight for the final time in quali, and he does get P12, but only just 8 thousandths of a second to separate him and MPP. It's a good lap from Rassa there under pressure to gain 3 positions here in qualifying. Oh no, what's happened to Jacob? He was a 10.5 up and he's just slowed down. Pepijin is 2 tenths up. He can go all the way up to pole here if he can nail this final lap. Is it pole for the ERS driver through the final corner in 5th gear and going down the main straight up to the line? It's pole position for Pepijin 22. 1 minute 4.550 beats Ver by 37 thousandths of a second. 47 thousandths, sorry. Oh no, it was 37. I had it right the first time. 37 thousandths separating the top 2. 1/10 separating the top 3. And that is your qualifying. Great lap from the ERS driver to bump all the SCRL drivers down a place. And that leaves ERS on top, SCRL 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, VGL 6th, ILRL 7th, SCRL 8th, VGL 9th, ERS 10th, CFRL 11th, ILRL 12th, ERS 13th, VGL 14th, VGL 15th, ILRL 16th, and ERS 17th. So I'm trying to get the standings up for you now. It's not loading. Okay, there we go. Okay, World Championship. Volcano Master leads the Drivers' Championship with 34 points. 𝐿𝐸𝐞𝐸𝐿 in 2nd with 26 points. RTW Rock in 3rd with 25 points. In the Constructors, ERS lead with 49 points. SCRL are in 2nd. Oh, this isn't updated. Yeah, this isn't updated. SCRL have more, and ILRL has more. So, I think Lucas and Passate haven't worked on that yet. But anyway, the Belgian, Pepijin, coming last minute for your ERS, nails it on pole. Para, Boeing, oh, that ended early. We didn't get to go through the rest of the grid. But that was the end of quali. Now we're going to the sprint. That was a very, very intense quali at the end there. And let's see who can bring home the 8 points. here in the sprint. The maximum amount of points awarded for the winner. Welcome everyone to the stream. Feel free to type in chat. It'll be much appreciated. Get the drama going, get the chat active, get everyone involved. It's a much nicer community when the chat is talking. Everyone loves 𝐞𝐸𝐻𝐸 here. Constructors, I believe it's SCRL, but according to the website, it's ERS. I don't think the website's been updated though. Oh wait, hang on. I think I know where I can find it. I gotta do it quick though, before the formation lap ends here. Why am I going through my DMs? I need to go to my emails. Oh my gosh. Let's see the starting tires. I believe everyone will be on mediums, but there might be a couple soft runners. Who knows? Nope, everyone running the medium tires. Evening out the playing field for this sprint race. I expect it to be very, very exciting. Can't find it. Was it? Yeah, I can't find it. So, oh wait, I did find it, but the lights are about to go out. So, we will look at the standings after the sprint. 5 red lights and the Austrian sprint. Austrian Grand Prix sprint is go! Here in the VGL eSports World Championship. Pepijin leads. Oh, and look at that! Up to P4 is 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸. And going off the track was one of the VGL drivers, I believe. Martin up to P12. Oh, getting really racy is 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐵DA and NPP there. Oh, look at Raf Basket. He's right on 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐸 here. 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐸𝐻 up to 8th. And Raf Basket goes down the inside at turn 4 here. And he gets the move done. Who is your hero of lap 1? And the hero of lap 1, the heroes, NPP, 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐸, and Nick NW. Everyone except for NPP separated by less than a second. Look at this. Look at the train behind NPP. All those F1 cars getting ready to make their move, getting ready for their opportunity to overtake as many cars as possible, gain as many points as possible for their lead. And look at this, 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸 and 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸 side by side, and I think 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸's gotten the move done. Up into P4 goes 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸, and it's a SCRL 234. But 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸's coming back. Look at this. Down the straight goes 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸, round the outside at turn 4. Here we go. Under the Fly Emirates banner, round the outside. Who gets the better traction? It looks like it was 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸, but they're still side by side. Through turn 6 now. And 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸 is back up into P4. What a move. Oh, what's happened to 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐸? He's off. 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐻𝐸 is off at turn 7. Turn 6, I should say. And a real train forming behind NPP now. 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸 has already got out of the DRS threat from Para here. But Ver is right on him. Already lap 3 here in the sprint. It's flying by. Oh, and team orders from SCRL. Para lets Ver by. Now it's Ver's turn to go and catch the ERS driver of 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 here and gain maximum points for his team. GFO is in DRS of Tava. NPP is just on the cusp. And a real train here forming behind NPP. About 6 or 7 cars. All the way at the back, we've got F1 Lewis chasing ripped to your ankles. And Ver has just set the fastest lap of the race. So, the floodgates have opened, and the battle has begun for the sprint victory between 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 and Ver. We will be looking at that battle later on. Right now we've got BDA Southpaw gaining on NPP, who doesn't have DRS. He should have a very, very good opportunity into turn 4 here if he can nail this exit and open the DRS early. Here we go then with BDA down to turn 4. Is he going to make the lunge down the inside? He does not. Keeps it on the racing line. Didn't seem to have a straight line speed advantage on that occasion. And what's happened to 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸? He's been off. And the CFRL driver of ODD is going side by side with him through turn 5. Through turn 7 now. Turn 8. And ODD is up in the P9. Oh, look at this. 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 is coming back on him. Down to turn 8. Turn 9, sorry. Side by side to the final corner. And 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 gets the place back. But ODD says no. He isn't finished yet. Down to turn 1 goes the CFRL driver round the outside. And he cuts him off aggressively and gets back up into P9. Here goes 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐸𝐸 then. 2 positions in the span of 10 seconds was 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐸𝐸𝐸 is up into P10. But look at this. 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 with superior traction. He comes back on 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐸𝐸 as he can have a lunge down to turn 4. He's got the speed advantage. Here we go into turn 4. It goes down the inside. And he gets the move done. Great midfield action between these drivers. Oh, and Boeing has just gotten by 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐸𝐸𝐸. So 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐸𝐸𝐸 loses 2 positions. Oh, and a snap of oversteer from 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. No, not again. 3 races in a row. Sliding out of his grasp early on for 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. Hagerfrag chasing Martin Green. F1 Lewis going down the inside of ripped to your ankles. We've got a lot of viewers in chat today. Let us know who is your early sprint driver of the day. Which livery is your favorite? Who do you think is going to win the championship? Let us know. Get the chat going. As Tava goes round the outside, but GFO comes back on him. Who's going to have the traction? And it's Tava on this occasion. Tava up into P4. Lots and lots of battles. Can't wait for the race as BDA Southpaw goes round the outside at turn 6. What a move by the CFRL driver. And he gets into P6 here, gets the move done, and is clear of NPP for now, who's coming back on him. He isn't done yet. And Ver has gone into DRS and he's pulled his teammate Para with him. So great strategizing by SCRL here to hunt down the sprint victory as F1 Lewis, the first driver to get a penalty. 17 seconds off the pace F1 Lewis is, off the rest of the field. as GFO and Tava still scrapping away here. Tava locks a wheel and GFO gets the position. But Tava's traction is unmatchable at the moment. He's got the pace advantage down the straight. He's in the slipstream and he's going to have another look down to turn 4. Side by side they go. And Tava has the move for now. And GFO does not go for the send into turn 6. I'm already losing my voice. What a race it's been so far. What a sprint here at the Austrian Grand Prix in the VGL eSports Speed Kings World Championship. Now we're going to look at the fan favorite 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸, who's under half a second behind the car ahead, F1 Lewis. Oh, look at Ver! Ver's up into the lead. Ver's gotten the position into turn 3. Who's going to get the DRS into turn 4? And it's 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐺 who's got the DRS. So we're going to have another side-by-side battle here into turn 4. 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐺 goes round the outside now. They're still side-by-side. 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐺 gets the better traction though. And they're going to go side-by-side once more into turn 6. Ver is going to hang it out round the outside. Still side-by-side. What a battle between these two for the lead of the sprint. Still side-by-side. Nearly half a lap side-by-side between these two drivers. Ver has just barely gotten ahead. And Ver is up into the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix sprint. Yellow flags are out. And is that Martin Green? It is. The ILRL driver off at turn 4. And 𝐕 has gotten a penalty. He's in the hunt for some points here in the sprint. Oh, and 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐺's coming back on Ver. What a battle for the lead it's been today. He's going to go round the outside, but he goes off the track. And Para goes through. Through goes F7R Para into P2. And it's a 1-2 for SCRL as it stands. Oh, and Tava's off. The VGL driver all the way down the order, down to P10. Oh no, what a race it's been so far for him. And he gets overtaken by his teammate 𝐞𝐻 as well. But 𝐞𝐻 lets him by. Oh, and 𝐕, what a traction advantage he had out of turn 4 there. Down to turn 6. Does he go for the lunge? No, he does not. Raf Basket goes a little bit wide though. And they're going to go side by side to turn 7 here. Through turn 8 now. Side by side into turn 9. And Raf Basket is going to go back onto the racing line. He keeps P7. It would be good teamwork if Ver can keep Para in his DRS, or else Para is very, very vulnerable to this quick ERS driver, 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐺. What a train here. It's like F1 eSports. Look how many drivers fighting for P5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 drivers for one position. Oh, and who's that? 𝐕 goes off the track. I don't think he lost any positions. And 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸 is in DRS of F1 Lewis. He's going to have a run into turn 3. What's the battery percentage like? 35 for 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸, 6 for F1 Lewis. He's going to have a run here. Down to turn 3 goes the fan favorite 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸. F1 Lewis comes back on him though. F1 Lewis down the inside. A switchback from 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸. Does he have the traction advantage? Not at this point in time. And F1 Lewis is holding on at the moment. But 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸 is going to have another look into turn 4. Pressures F1 Lewis. F1 Lewis goes deep. 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸 does not get the better traction. Those soft tires are superior for F1 Lewis as it stands. What a battle between these two drivers. ODD is right on the back of Raf Basket. He's going down the inside at turn 4 and he gets the move done up into the points for the CFRL driver. But Raf Basket comes right back at him, and so does Tava. Tava's going to have a run into turn 4 here. Round the outside goes Tava, braking later than ODD. And ODD keeps it in P9. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 out of ERS, or DRS I should say, of Para, and things are looking very, very promising for SCRL at the moment. GFO's gotten a penalty. That will be absolutely crucial if BDA Southpaw can close up. Even these two, V, Boeing and Raft Basket, they're about to get overtaken by 3 or 4 drivers with that penalty. Oh, look at this battle for P14 between F1 Lewis, Martin Green and 𝐞𝐸𝐸 as Tava's gotten past ODD into turn 4. And they're still going side by side into turn 5, into turn 6. Is there a send? There is a send into turn 6 from ODD, but Tava keeps the position. And off the track goes Raft Basket, and up into the points goes George Tava. 𝐞𝐸𝐸 up into P15, and that's the sprint victory for VER. Para in P3, and P2, sorry, 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐿 into P3. BDA Southpaw into P5. NPP goes down to P7. ODD into the points for CFRL. And Martin not having the best of times out here. And he retires from the session. Same with F1 Lewis. Not a good sprint at all for the Inside Line Racing League. 2 DNFs and a P13 finish. SCRL looking absolutely mighty. 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 12th for the team. What a sprint that was. So many battles. Okay, now we can look at the standings. VER on pole, taking the sprint victory from 2nd on the grid. In 2nd is Para from 3rd on the grid, and in 3rd was your pole sitter 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐿. And down the rest of the grid, we've got GFO, BDA Southpaw, Tava, NPP, ODD, Sklav, Nick NW, who recovered quite nicely after that spin on lap 5. Raft Basket, V Boeing, Rassam, 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐿, and out of the sprint was F1 Lewis, Martin Green, and rip to your ankles. So no, there still hasn't been updated. Yeah, this is after Monaco. They haven't updated it after they haven't updated. Oh yes, they have. Never mind. Wait, didn't? I'm so confused. I thought I edited this, but it's still from the standings after Monaco. Nothing from Silverstone. Yeah, so not sure what's going on there, but the standings aren't up to date. The race results are, but the standings are still stuck from after Monaco. So hopefully both Silverstone and Austria get updated after today's race. And looking at tires, majority of drivers opting for the hard, and we've got 6 opting for the medium. It should be a one-stop strategy, medium hard or hard medium, depending on what you're starting on. But with a late safety car that I've gotten many times recently in doing comms, yesterday in fact we had a late safety car in my league, it can definitely spice things up and make drivers go for the extra pit stop. So here we go then, getting ready for the lights out here in Austria, the VGL eSports Speedkings World Championship. Round 3. Good luck, everyone. Nice 360 there from Ver. That was smooth. As we wait for 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 to line up on the grid so we can get going here in Austria. Three, 4, 5. The Austrian Grand Prix in VGL eSports is go! What a start from Para. He's already got the jump on his teammate. Into turn 1 he goes. Oh! And it's 𝐶𝐵𝐵𝐺 into the lead of the race after qualifying 3rd in the sprint. What a start it's been from the ERS driver. BDA Southpaw into 4th. Look at this into turn 3. What a battle. Oh! And off is GFO, it looked like. Or I think it was Ver. But either way, Tava up into 4th. And PP up into 3rd. What a start it's been from ERS, the European Racing Series. BDA Southpaw goes round the outside of Tava, gets superior traction on those mediums. He's up into 4th. Nick NW overtakes 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 basket through turn 7. Does he make it stick? Almost, but does not get the position on him. Every single driver within DRS of the car ahead. Great start from these guys. But what a start from this driver right here, 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬. From P3, goes all the way up to P1 into turn 1. And Martin Green's up in the 14th here. Your hero of lap 1. By far 𝐞𝐿𝐴. But NPP has also gained a few positions. Oh, what's happened? To rip to your ankles. Oh, look at this. Martin Green's going to go around the outside of ODD. He's looking at where there's an option, and he goes up the inside and goes deep. Is he going to get re-overtaken by the CFRL driver? Yes, he does. Oh, and F1 Lewis gets past his teammate. I don't know where to look. Everyone's within DRS. 𝐞𝐿𝐴 nearly out of DRS, outside of that DRS gap from Para. Look at Hagerfrag. 1.5 tenths behind. Almost goes for the send. He thought about it, but he's going to look for another opportunity here. And F1 Lewis has gotten past ODD, and they're going side by... Whoa! ODD taking F1 Lewis out there. Has that brought out a safety car? Just a yellow flag. That surely will be a hefty penalty for this driver, ODD, after he clearly takes out F1 Lewis down the straight there. Oh, side by side through turn 8. VER and 𝐞𝐥𝐸. VER has got the superior straight line speed, and he's up in the P7 after starting on pole. Absolutely horrible start for SCRL there. Losing lots of points to ERS. Sorry, I meant to say catastrophic, not horrible. Because I'll let them be the judge how good their own start was. And BDA Southpaw is up into the podium places after starting P5. MPP down to P4. Sklav up into P7. And Raftbasket and Hagerfrag are going side by side. We're on board with Hagerfrag, who tries to go around the outside, and Raftbasket has gone deep, which opens the door completely for the VGL driver, who's up into P11. Ver down to P10, what's happened to him? He's on his teammate V Boeing now. Got a yellow flag, what's happened? Oh no, it's ripped to your ankles. The VGL driver off at turn 8. VE Boeing goes defensive, and he lets his teammate pass into turn 1. Is that going to open the door for Hagerfrag here? Hagerfrag looking to get into the points now on lap 5. GFO up the inside into turn 3 on MPP. Great racecraft from these two. MPP keeps the position. Oh, and Rassam's off at turn 1. And Rip to Your Ankles overtakes him. Sklav almost thought about the send on the VGL driver 𝐞𝐥𝐸 there. And take a quick look at the chat. Hopefully I don't miss anything. Only 2/10 separate P4 and P5 here, MPP and GFO respectively. And F1 Lewis has already gotten a penalty on lap 6. Lap 5 for him. GFO's got a lovely run into turn 3. He gets the move finished on the straight. Does MPP come back at him? No, he doesn't. MPP down to where he started. Sorry, down to P5, I should say. GFO is back up into where he started, P4. Hagerfrag looking to get up into the points here. Up the inside, he's going to go into turn 4. Side by side with... Oh, no! He was going side by side with V Boeing, but Boeing turns in, and that's Hagerfrag down to P13. He's got some work to do to catch back up to the field. Martin Green has gotten a penalty as well, so it's not a great race so far from ILRL drivers. This is the closest battle on the track currently between Ver and Sklav. He's going to have a look down the inside, and he sneaks it into turn 3, going side by side with Sklav here. Who gets the DRS? Both of them do. Who has the straight line speed? It's Ver who wins this particular battle, and he's up into P8. Someone doesn't want me to show the ERS level. Okay. So, okay, I'll keep that off. I didn't have it on anyway, but I'll keep that off then. Hello, BB8. Hi, Chaza. I'm good. How about you? just chilling, watching this race. Very exciting so far. One of the best races I've ever commentated on. Lots and lots of battles everywhere you turn. Oh, and look at this! 𝐞𝐥𝐸 and 𝐸𝐸 going side by side through turn 3, and that sees 𝐸𝐸 up into P6, and Rip to Your Ankles has also gotten a penalty. He's in P16 currently. Martin is 2.5 tenths behind Raf Basket. He's going down the inside and makes contact with the ERS driver. Looked like a bit of an ambitious move from Martin Green there. And now he's stuck at the back in P17. GFO is gaining on the CFRL driver of BDA here. Can he make it an SCRL 2-3 as Martin Green retires from the race? Just look at the speed difference between these two cars. GFO sails past into turn 3 here. BDA goes for the switchback, doesn't have the traction. And it's BDA who gets the DRS, so he's going to have an opportunity to retake that podium place into turn 4. Who brakes later? Relatively same braking point for both drivers, and GFO just has that much better traction. But BDA's coming back on him, and he gets the move done into turn 6. What a move from BDA. What great traction out of turn 4 there. I think he turned on his ERS button to gain the straight line speed on him. Now they're going to go side by side through turn 9. What a battle between these two. And BDA just has to concede, but he's still on the gearbox of that SCRL driver. He's going to get the DRS, and he's obviously going to have that speed advantage down into turn 1. Does he get the move done into turn 1? Yes, he does, but he locks a wheel. Does he go wide? He does not, but GFO has the pace advantage, and GFO takes the place back. What a battle between these two drivers. SCRL and CFRL going head to head here. The red light is flashing on the back of GFO's car. Is Southpaw going to send it? Keeps it on the racing line. 𝐸𝐸 had to send on 𝐞𝐥𝐸, but it's just a little bit too far back at this stage. And NPP is getting interested too now. He's within DRS of these two, fighting for P3. A train is formed behind 𝐞𝐥𝐸, and NPP gets the move on. Oh, via Southpaw's off. No, the CFRL driver was having such a great day today here at Austria. Great sprint, great race, but now he's down in P13, which promotes NPP up into P4. Raf Basket's got a penalty. For speeding in the pit lane, and he's left the session as well. And that has brought out the safety car. What's happened? Oh, it's Southpaw's out. He's retired. I think he may have retired in the pit lane. But that leaves only one CFRL driver in the race. Is it a full safety car or is it a virtual safety car? It is a VSC, as we saw on the Marshall post there. And F1 Lewis has gotten a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC, which has just ended. We've gone green here in Austria, and Sklav has got to run on his teammate 𝐸𝐸. Ver's got to run on Sklav. And Hagerfrag looking to get up into P9 here. He needs to overtake VE Boeing to do so, but he's very close to him. Who gets a penalty? VE Boeing has gotten a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, and Hagerfrag's going to go for it into turn 1 here. Looks like he's going to have another opportunity into turn 3 as Ver goes down the inside into turn 3. Turn 3 is a great overtaking spot. And 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸's got the move done. He did it down the straight, up into P9. Goes 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸. Will Boeing come back at him into turn 4? Is he going to make the lunge? Is he going to go for the send? He tries to sneak it into turn 4, but 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 positions his car beautifully and negates any possible chance of an overtake there. Put your early predictions in chat. Love to hear your thoughts. What you think is going to happen today. And that is the first driver to make the pit stop onto the hards. It is 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 into the pits. On the mediums, switching to hards. Is Ver going to get up into P6 here? He's looking to go for a move onto Tava. Down the inside of turn 3. That's 2 laps in a row where he's gone for a move into turn 3. Ver has. Tava's traction is absolutely ridiculous. He has that traction advantage on every single driver we've seen thus far. And he keeps his position. Tava is usually involved in a lot of battles, so we're gonna stick with this particular battle between Ver and Tava. We got a yellow flag in the third middle sector, and it's F1 Lewis who's gone off at turn 4. I think that might be the end of the race for him. Oh, ODD, look at this, down to turn 3, sends it down the inside. And gets up into P9, overtakes the SCRL driver, and we've got a safety car. As Rassam's gone off as well. I wonder what that safety car was caused by. Is it a full safety car? No, it's a VSC. This is a perfect opportunity for the medium compound runners to come into the pits, especially 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸. GFO boxes, Nick NW boxes. 𝐤𝐸𝐸𝐸 comes in on the hards. Interesting. Will 𝐤𝐸𝐸𝐸 put on another set of hards, or will he put on the mediums? If he puts on a second set of hards, then he's going to have to box again, because the F1 rulebook states that you need to run at least 2 different tire compounds in one race, and he's switched to the mediums. That leaves your net race leader 𝐞𝐸𝐸𝐸 in P5. When are we going green? Ooh, Southpaw says that he had to go. It's very unfortunate for the CFRL driver. He's having such a good race. And I agree, Chaz, that is such good racing. It's a great championship. This league, absolutely amazing. The championships that they run and everything that they do for us league racers. It's a wonderful opportunity for these talented drivers to get noticed if they have aspirations of getting into F1 eSports or anything like that. And we've gone green. Nick NW is right on ripped here ankles, and Ver is up into P4. He's on Tava. On Boeing is going to get the move down the straight. He overtakes ODD. to get up into P6. Oh, and 𝐞𝐥𝐸's gone off the track. He gets overtaken by the AI, almost gets overtaken by the AI of Raf Basket, and that's F1 Lewis out of this race. So every single ILRL driver has DNF'd, and one of the two CFRL drivers have DNF'd. Here we go with Ver. Is he going to make the lunge into turn 1? The opportunity presented itself, but he's going to wait for turn 3. Here we go into turn 3 now. Is he going to go for it here? We know that Tava has such great traction. Ver's gotten the move. But will Tava's traction strike again going into turn 4? Oh! Snap of oversteer for the VGL driver, sees him out of contention to go for a move. And it's safe to say that Ver has won this battle. He's up into P3. Boeing and ODD still going at it for P6. And 𝐞𝐥𝐸's out. I think that's for the 3rd race running. This is a battle that I'm sure everyone will be interested in watching. 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 on Tava as he's fighting his way back up the order after being overtaken under the safety car when he pitted. F7R Para holding a good gap to P2, currently 3.6 seconds. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬 sets the fastest lap of the race on those mediums, and 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻's up to P4 as he sets the purple first sector of the race. But look at Tava's traction and look how superior it is. Is he gonna have a run into into turn 4? I think 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻's tires are just too fresh for Tava to have an opportunity. 𝐞𝐒𝐩 is chasing GFO. ODD is chasing VE Boeing. Tava is trying to stay with 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 here, and 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 is chasing Ver. And 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 on the hards has just set the fastest lap of the race. He is absolutely flying. He's now in DRS of Ver, and it looks to be that he has a great pace advantage on the whole field as it stands. ODD looking to reclaim P6 here. Goes down the inside to turn 3. VE Boeing looks for the switchback, and he's going to get the DRS. So he's going to go for it into turn 4. But look at 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 going for it into turn 4. He's up into P3. But this battle isn't over yet between himself and Ver. And Ver's tires are just too old to handle a battle with this man, 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻, who's also set the purple middle sector. ODD still in P7. He's unable to get the move done. Unless another safety car comes out, 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 will be leading by miles once the drivers ahead of him pit, and even the drivers behind him. The closest driver will be GFO, who's currently about 11 or 12 seconds behind. So 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 is building an absolutely mega gap currently. But Ver is doing a great job staying with him on those 19 lap old hards. And he has a massive snap of oversteer there on the exit of turn 6. Almost loses the car, but keeps it on the racing line there. And 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻 says game on and gets into DRS of his teammate MPP. And Para is the first hard compound runner to make his pit stop, other than 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫, sorry. I doubt 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫 will be able to stick it out to the end on those tires. But this is for the race lead now. 𝐵𝐵𝐺 on NPP. I think he's going to wait for turn 4 to negate any opportunity for MPP to re-overtake him. As we know that the DRS is also very powerful into turn 4. So if he was to go for a move into turn 3, then it wouldn't be the best thing. But there we go then. 𝐵𝐵𝐺 is back up into the lead, and by quite some margin, because the drivers behind him haven't pitted yet. So he used the undercut to the maximum extent there, using his fresher tires to get past all of those who haven't pitted yet. And it has worked extremely, extremely well for him. And MPP has just gotten a penalty that will prove crucial in his finishing result. We've got a good midfield battle going on here between Boeing, ODD, GFO, Para, and 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐵. Oh, and what's happened to Ver? He's boxed. And GFO's gotten up in the P5. Already out of DRS is NPP. That just goes to show how much quicker 𝐵𝐵𝐺 is at this stage. Oh, here we go. A GFO down the inside at turn 3. Switchback goes VE Boeing, and these teammates are going side by side. And their other teammate, Para, is also looking to get by, and he does get by because of team orders. That's his GFO down to P6. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐵 has just gotten past ODD, and he's looking to get past VE Boeing, who lets his teammate GFO through. Here we go then. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐵 up into P6 after that overtake into turn 1. 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐵 has raced absolutely wonderfully today, gaining 3 positions in the race. I think he gained positions in the sprint as well. But VE Boeing comes back on him into turn 3. Who's going to get the position? And VE Boeing has gotten the DRS, securing his overtake, and he's up into P6. And it appears that 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐵's mediums are already dying out. He might wait for a safety car to box to the softs and gain up the positions that he'll lose in the pits. Gain back the positions that he will lose in the pits. But he surely has a pace advantage on VE Boeing right now. VE Boeing on 22 lap old hards. Oh, what's happened? ODD's in the pits. And VER absolutely smashes the fastest lap out of the park. 1:06.1. The first driver to get into the 1:06s, and it's a 1:06.1. He is exactly 9/10 ahead of the second best lap time. Oh, it's on the wrong gap. Should be an interval. Oh! Oh, and he lets his teammate past. On those fresh tires, Ver is absolutely superior as he weaves his way down into turn 9. Oh, was weaving his way down to turn 9 as his car glitched out there and rejoined the track. He's the only driver in DRS of anyone else as it stands, and he's in DRS of 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨 from VGL. And this will be quite an easy overtake for him. As they go down into turn 3, he's later on the brakes and he gets the move done. Just 12 laps remain here in Austria. This race has flown by. There have been so many battles on the track, but it appears to be calming down now. The only thing left that could possibly make this race better is a safety car. Wouldn't that be nice? We'll see nearly every driver, I would say, coming in, especially the drivers that are on mediums. So we would see definitely 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬. Oh, but never mind. I thought he was ghosted. Definitely 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐴𝐞𝐿. 𝐻𝐒𝐵𝐿 most likely. 𝐵GL for sure. MPP and 𝐶𝐸. MPP and 𝐶𝐸 haven't boxed yet. Look at those tires. They are absolutely destroyed. They must be absolutely screaming. 25 laps on them. They must be coming in this lap or they're risking a puncture. There's a yellow flag. Is that going to bring out the safety car? Para's off. And the green flag has come out. So there are no threats for a safety car. And Ver is looking to get past his teammate and Para lets him through. Ver on the charge. And MPP and 𝐶𝐸 are staying out as Para gets a penalty. He's the only driver within DRS of anyone else, and he's in DRS of his teammate Ver. 𝐵GL finally comes in after 25 laps on those hards. 26 laps actually. Let's see if 𝐸𝐴𝐴𝐞𝐿 comes in. And 𝐵GL has switched to soft tires, so is the first driver to go on to the red marked rubber here today. Let's see if these drivers finally decide to box. Like I said, if they don't, surely they'll be risking a puncture. And he's staying out, MPP is, and so is 𝐶𝐸. Do they know something that we don't? Are their tires fine? Who knows what's going on in the heads of those two drivers. MPP nearly loses the car. I think it is time to come in because these guys are borderline ready to get a puncture. They are ready to get a puncture and their tires are borderline punctured. Yellow flag, and it is MPP. His tires couldn't last one more corner and he is off down to P5. I think after that spin, he will be coming in. His tires still in one piece though. And GFO also overtakes him to get up at the P5. The longer they wait, the more time they will lose on those elderly tires of theirs. If they're going to come in, it's got to be now. And 𝐶𝐸 staying out. What is going on in 𝐶𝐸's mind right now? As MPP finally makes his pit stop, cuts the pit entry line while doing so. I'm not sure if that's a penalty or not. Let's see what tires MPP chooses. Most likely the soft. Para's in DRS of his teammate Ver, who's gone all the way up into P3 after starting on pole. His race slipped through his fingers at one point, but now he's back up into P3. Their tires look relatively similar, Ver and Para's. Now, we wait and see. Is Tava coming in? Why? He's going slowly. Tava's going slowly into turn 9. And he's staying out. George Tava, on his hard tires for 29 laps, and he gets overtaken by the SCRL driver of Ver. Wait a minute. Did Tava start on mediums, make a pit stop? Because if that's the case, then he is allowed to go to the line on those tires if they make it. What's just happened? What's happened? Why can't I see? Oh, there we go. Didn't know what happened there. Pit stops. We're looking for Tava. Tava hasn't boxed. How? Why wouldn't it let me? Why wouldn't it let me exit? Man. What are these issues, EA? Fix your game. Oh my gosh. I apologize, guys. It won't let me exit from the race director. That's disappointing. I made the lobby, so I can't leave because no one would be able to invite me. Oh, nothing's working, man. Does anyone in chat have any ideas? I can't seem to exit here. Hagerfrag is up into 7th. MPP down in P9. Oh, Hagerfrag gets overtaken by ODD. Yeah, this is really disappointing. Rip to your ankles is confirmed racing. Raft Basket we know was AI. Oh, and who was that? Is that who are we viewing right now? Is it Tava? It is Tava. Tava's in P5 and he's just re-overtaken GFO. I think it's Tava. Yeah, even the thing is messed up. It says he's in P5 and he's in P4, but he's ahead of him. Like, the amount of bugs in this game, absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, and up the inside. Oh, and he's got a puncture. What did I say? George Tava with a left front puncture. All we wanted to see was what tire he's went on, but the game won't let me exit, and now we can't see. Wow, I can't even brake. Let's do this so you guys can see as much as possible. He had a really tough time braking for turn 8 there. Turn 9, sorry. Where is this going to put Tava? He's currently in P7. Yeah, I'm pressing options too, but nothing's happening. Just pressed it like 5 times. Yeah, I pressed it and it's nothing's happening. Okay, so I just pulled up the share menu and it works, but options doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Tava down in P9 currently. Has ODD made a pit stop? No, he hasn't. Must have had a spin or something, because he lost quite a few places. Try to select a player. Okay, press view profile of Ver. That isn't it. Gonna go to the race director and select 𝐞𝐸𝐥𝐬𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬. View lap times. View profile. Yeah, nothing. It's a joke. Oh, 𝐞𝐸𝐥𝐬𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬's back up into the lead. Or was he always leading? Yeah, nothing's working, man. I'm not sure what's happening. And MPP's out! Absolute disaster for MPP. I think ODD might be gone as well. Thanks for trying to help 𝐞𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐫𝐭𝐬, but nothing's working. I'm not sure what's going on. Tava's at the fastest lap. Is it starting to rain? I think I see raindrops. We can't see because EA wants to put 30 bugs in their game. Select a new controller. Not a bad idea. Oh wait, hang on. Okay. I don't know if my mic will work on this one. Let's see. Oh, and that's the race. I didn't do that, the game did that because the race just ended. Rip to your ankles. Gets driver of the day. Yeah, I apologize for that, guys. EA really did us dirty there. But what a race from the ERS driver, who wins here in Austria with Ver in P2 and I think it was Para in P3. 𝐞𝐥𝐸𝐸 finished 6th. I missed that. So Pepichin wins. Oh, Para finished P2. And Ver finished P3. Yeah. GFO left late on. Oh, but that was after they finished, actually. So never mind. So Pepichin P1 wins the Austrian Grand Prix here in the VGL eSports Speedkings World Championship. Para P2, Ver P3, GFO P4, Sklav P5, 𝐸𝐸𝐸 P6. What a day from VGL. Great job from these two. 𝐕 in P7, Tava in P8 after that late puncture. Picks up the fastest lap though. ODD in P9 and ripped to your ankles in P10. The rest were DNF'd. What do you mean? How do you join this with your league? Oh, so never mind. Pretty much VGL will invite the leagues. It's an invitational season. ILRL and CFRL participated in season 1. So we kind of helped them. We kind of helped VGL get the other 2 leagues on board. So that's how this season worked. But on F1 2021, it was completely invitational by VGL. So I don't know, maybe if you DM Passate or Lucas and tell them that you're, oh, that's a nice livery, and tell them that you're interested in joining the Speedkings Championship with your league in the future, then maybe you'll end up joining through that. Hope that makes sense. I'm half distracted, so I don't think I'm making much sense right now. But I don't have any new emails, man. Like, fix your game. Honestly. So I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, next race is round 4. And the track whoa, what's happening? A lot of guys are talking about that crash on lap 3 between ODD and F1 Lewis, where we said that ODD clearly took him out. But anyways, I was looking at the track for next race, and we are at Belgium. We're at Spa, another fan favorite track. I'm gonna check if there's a sprint, and no, there isn't. The sprints are at Austria, which is today, Italy, and Abu Dhabi. So that rounds out today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize for the late start time. We were having an issue getting the drivers to join, but it was all good in the end. We had an amazing race. It was my favorite race so far this season in the VGL eSports Speedkings World Championship. And we will see you next week at the same time, Wednesday, hopefully at around 8:10 p.m. BST, not 8:20 like it was today. So thanks for watching. Thank you for all the support on the YouTube channel. We had lots of messages in chat today, lots of viewers during the race and during the sprint specifically. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm sure VGL appreciates it as well. And we'll see you next week for Belgium. Bye.